What's up? This episode went pretty quick, no? There's Danielle. There she is. What's up, everybody? Hey, Danielle.
Hey.
That was a quick episode, no?
Yeah.
And I thought that we were going to see Devin tonight, finally. I think everybody thought we were going to see her, so she's still
Which
like...
one's that one? The one that's going to
Korea. Yeah.
Okay.
So, still no show on that one. That was disappointing. I thought we were finally going to meet everybody. So...
I don't know why they're only doing an hour.
Well, at first I said actually earlier, I said I'm actually glad these are only an hour because, like, after, like, 3 hours last night, I don't, it's kind of like a bit much.
Yeah.
But now I kind of wish that this episode was 2 hours, and I'm like,
yeah, because it's taking forever.
Like
their season might be short too, though.
Like I now I'm wanting more of it because it was actually a pretty good episode, but they're only giving you tiny bits and pieces of story from like each couple.
Yeah.
So tonight we finally met Laura and Aladdin. I keep wanting to say Aladdin, but she pronounces it Aladdin, so I'm going to stick with her pronunciation. And it seems like you guys have a lot in common.
Yes.
Because I've already noticed that everyone in the comments is saying, "Oh, it's Danielle and Muhammad all over again."
Yeah, but these people are going to get to see what it's like where Muhammad lived at when I went to see him, because Muhammad actually lived over in Qatar.
I can never say that country right. I say Qatar, Qatar, Qatar. Like
I used to say Qatar too, but then someone told me Qatar, so now I say Qatar.
So how do you feel about like their story? Because it's pretty close to home to you. He's from Tunisia. Muhammad was from Tunisia. They were like, it's very similar to like you guys.
Yeah. I'm excited to watch it play out. I mean, I am in contact with her, so I know a little bit, but I don't want to give it away.
Right.
So I didn't realize she had messaged me before until last week when I went to message her because I found out her handle. And I realized she had messaged me, and I was like, oh, really? We were chit-chatting back and forth for a good hour.
I can imagine. Like, you guys could, like, talk tips to each other, I would think, about, like, all of that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, she seems like she's a firecracker, though. Like, she's pretty smart.
Yeah.
I like how she found out that her husband was cheating on her by catfishing him.
Right?
Cutting his hair.
Maybe she can go into business with me and Beth.
Very, very Samson and Delilah.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about like everybody? Like, what do you think about Paul and Karine tonight?
Paul, he should have just listened to his mom to begin with, instead of going through all that trouble of reloading the suitcases up and then calling the airline again, making Karine upset. He should have just listened to his mom.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I could see, I'm going to, be nice to Paul and be like, I could see why he'd be frustrated because he had everything packed together and vacuum sealed and he didn't know what bag was what, but he could have just taken the two. He gets on the plane the next day for free anyways, but like, at the time, he could have just taken the two bags. He was out the airline money for missing the flight. Yeah. And hey, John. And plus, couldn't his mom just ship the crap? I mean, if he was going to have to pay for another ticket to Brazil, which I'm sure isn't cheap, his mom could have just shipped it probably for half the price.
Which I'm sure shipping ain't cheap either. Because I know when I sent Muhammad an envelope with paperwork in it for his interview, that's like $50. So I can just imagine what a suitcase would cost.
I mean, and Paul packs those big giant, like, like those suitcases are
Yeah.
crazy, like with the vacuum
Yep.
sealing and the trunks that he brings and all that shit. I would have just gotten on the goddamn plane, but luckily I guess it worked out for him in the end because he called the airline and they let him fly again or whatever they did. And I remember him posting about that months ago, thanking American Airlines for helping him out. So I'm guessing that post was for this episode.
Yeah.
It's weird to hear Karine speak English though, isn't it?
Yes, it is. She is getting better.
Like I'm like, oh damn! Like I'm so used to Karine speaking like Portuguese that like
and them using the translator.
Yeah, so when you hear her yell at him in English, it's like almost kind of refreshing a little bit.
Yep.
What do you think of Jenny and Sumit? I like them both actually.
I like them too, but I'm anxious to see what took him so long in the apartment talking to his parents.
John's in the room, John Walters, and when Jenny was waiting at the airport, the first thing I thought of was Rachel waiting at the airport. And
hey, I know that feeling because that happened to me when I went to see Muhammad. I bet you I waited 10 more minutes because I had told him he better be at the airport or I'm getting back on another plane.
I've never been like to any of those parts. Does your phone not work? Like she says on my phone, doesn't even work.
It does not work. Only reason I could send a message to Muhammad was the airport had internet, so I connected to the internet to send him a message on Skype.
Yeah, that's dicey.
And
like,
just as I was getting ready to send it, he came walking in.
And production's there, and I'm sure they didn't tell her, or maybe what was going on.
I would imagine they probably told her because I would imagine the crews were in contact with each other because I think she had a crew with her and he probably had a crew with him.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
Because I know the producer that went over to India because I'm friends with him on Facebook and he had posted when he was going to India and I took a guess that it was for the other one.
I feel bad for her. Like I felt bad. Like she was giving up her could you picture giving up your you love your grandkids so much. Could you picture moving overseas?
No, I could not picture it. I mean, Muhammad wanted me to move to Qatar, and I said no because of my kids.
That was my next question. Did Muhammad ever ask you to go over there?
Yeah, he did. And my answer was no because he even said the girls could have came too. And I said, but about the time I would do that is when their dad would actually take me to court and fight for custody. And I was not, because me and him don't have no custody agreement. The kids have always been with me. And I wasn't going to take that chance of him taking me to court.
I'm going to save this live. There's a comment. What was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of faith in them. They've excuse me. They've been together for I think 7 years. She posted.
Yeah,
that's another thing everyone's going crazy about is that I think everybody's assuming, and Corey kind of said this on the live on Friday with me, that this isn't before the 90 days or any of the shows where these people haven't met or they haven't talked.
Yeah,
it seems
well, even with the regular 90 days. If anyone has done immigration, you know that in order to get a K-1 visa, you have to have known the person and met them in person 2 years, at least 2 years prior to filling out for the K-1 visa.
And is it just a one-time meeting that you just have to meet them once?
Yeah, you just have to meet them once. And that's why most of the times the American goes over there because it's hard for these people to come over here and for a visit. So it's always easier for them because we can go basically anywhere in the world. We can.
Right.
And you have to show, and then when you fill out for the application, you have to send photos. You have to send messages where you talk back and forth, letters, airline tickets, passport stamps, and all that to prove that you've had a relationship for so long.
No, I mean, I would think that would be pretty rigorous to make sure that it's not a fraudulent marriage. And, Corey was saying that people are giving him crap for, you know, because him and Evelyn were on and off for 4 years, and then, you know, Jenny and Sumit or Sumit, I don't want to say his name wrong. She posted that they were together for 7 years. So these people they've known each other, you know, and
Yeah.
I think everyone's
Because
always.
people don't realize me and Muhammad had started talking in December 2012. And I went over to see him July 2013, and then 2013, and he came over here May 2014. So we had known each other like 2 years already. And people say you can't get to know someone by talking to them on video chat, but you can get to know someone.
Oh yeah, like I agree with you. Like, I've never done it in a romantic way, but like Walter, who's in the room, I've talked with him a million times, and I feel like I've known him like a brother. Never met him, you know, but like we've talked enough to know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I definitely can understand that. So what do you like? That their whole storyline with his parents, like they're not having it. Like, if you were Jenny, would you have made sure that like his parents were on board, or at least like you knew what the story was before him?
Yeah, but you got to remember, in those countries, families usually live together forever and ever. If his parents would approve, she'd be living there with the whole family.
That's so. And then it was God. I keep forgetting what I'm gonna say tonight because I'm exhausted. Jenny. The kitties are walking around. You'll probably see them in the back. What else? Jog my memory. So we talked about Jenny. We talked about. They didn't even show all that much. They showed Paul. We talked about him. We know about Laura now.
His mom gave him hair again. How many times is she gonna give him hair?
At least she wrapped it up in like a nice dolphin gold chain this time.
That's true.
I mean, they glammed it up a little bit. That hair is the gift that keeps on giving in that family.
Yep.
The gay couple.
I seen a comment. Someone said, "Was it there's supposed to be a gay couple?"
That's on before.
The gay couple's supposed to be before the 90 days or regular 90 days.
No, they're going to be on before the
Are
gay
they?
couple. Yeah.
Because I know there's a gay. What's the gay couple you know about?
Baba, that guy, the Baba 706. That's his name.
Okay.
Is there 2 gay couples that are coming?
I don't know. I know I've been talking to a gay couple, 2 males.
Is one of them from Vegas, I think, and like the other in Philippines?
I don't know. Yeah, the Philippines.
I think that's them.
Okay.
And then you also have on before, you have Avery and who converted to Islam to go to Lebanon to be with her fiance. I don't know much about them either.
And she's from Ohio.
Yeah. And she's young. She was like 18 or 19.
Yeah.
What do you think of Tiffany and Ronald? They really weren't on the episode tonight, but
if I was her, I'd be scared. Because with him having a criminal past and then her not knowing if he's going to
But who doesn't have a criminal past on this show? Like, I feel like you need to have a criminal. I'm not talking about anybody with the criminal past. I'm not.
Because I'd be scared to live in Africa.
Did they say what it was? It was gambling. I know they said
gambling, and he stole something or was accused of stealing something, and I don't know what else.
Yeah, he's from South Africa.
I'd be scared to live there.
I'd be scared that he'd like just gamble all my money away. That's what I'd be worried.
That's true too.
But
and I know the area where she lives at because I go through that area when I go to Maryland.
Is she in like Pennsylvania?
She's in Maryland.
Oh.
She's like maybe half hour to an hour where I usually stay at.
Someone just asked if you're still dating Nelson, Danielle.
Nelson, I was never dating people. I only met him one time, and then he would not show up. He He canceled on me because I would not let him come and get a booty call at 2:00 in the morning after I arrived in Maryland. That's why he was not on the show.
So
I'm not letting someone come to my hotel that I'm only meeting for the second time, people.
she's a lady. And who else do we got? All right. So and then we really don't know anything much about Devin yet to talk about.
Yeah.
It hasn't been aired yet. So I'm a little disappointed that they didn't show all the couples by now, but whatever.
Yeah, they're taking their time with this.
And if there's only like a limited amount, do you know if it's a limited amount or if they're going to do like 10 episodes and a tell-all?
I don't know, because our first season, they only did 6 episodes of the tell-all. And then they eventually, because it started taking off, then they eventually went to 10. So it could be 10, because 8, the Family Chantel airing on Mondays in July.
Yeah, July 15th, I think.
So Family Chantel is probably taking that time slot.
Oh, let's talk about Corey. We didn't mention him yet. Corey. I like Corey. Corey and Evelyn. Okay, so I felt bad when his mother was crying because that like kind of broke my heart.
Yeah.
And that seemed real to me. And him in the doctor's office, though, was like...
Hey,
poor guy.
I got my teenage kids act like that when they have to go get shots.
So like the shot like right here, like where they give you that tetanus shot is like, that's a fucking painful shot. Like, and they just stick that in there because that's not even going into a vein. That's just like going into your fucking arm. So like that's a painful shot, but like the push-ups and everything, it was you know, he was entertaining. He gave us something to watch.
Yeah.
Like those cute little like band-aids with the clouds and the planes on it. He gave him like a little kitty band-aid, which I thought was like funny.
Yeah.
Oh, what about this is an important one. Corey putting the bar's name and Evelyn's name. That I almost forgot. Hey, Beth.
He better hope that.
Hey, Tiffany. Oh, Tiffany's in the room. Hey, Tiffany.
He better hope that he stays with her, or he's gonna lose some money.
That was I would be afraid.
But seeing he's not a resident of Ecuador, that's why.
Yeah, but so like she could just, it's everything's in her name. So if she was like, okay, I'm done with you, like he's screwed.
Nope.
On every level.
Yep.
So he must have a lot of faith in her.
Well, they've been together for a while, so hopefully.
But that was nice. I don't think I could do that.
Neither could I.
That's too much of a gamble. I won't even do that with Cody now. We've been together for 11 years. Somebody wrote you a question about Muhammad in Portuguese, so I don't know what that was.
I know people write me in other languages and I don't know what they're saying.
All right, so we got Corey, we got everybody, we got Tiffany. Tiffany, you aren't on tonight. Devin wasn't on tonight. Cody's over here. What did you think? All right, let's just kind of jump back to last night. Anything about Happily that you wanted to throw out there that we watched last night? Like Chantel and Pedro?
Nicole is so naive.
Oh, wow. I just love how you and Beth gave me the hardest time about Nicole, and like now I'm like pro Nicole, and everyone else like.
I like Nicole, but from what I see on the show, she's gonna get her heart hurt.
I think we all know that. I don't think anyone thinks that Azan's gonna buck up.
Yeah.
You know, but like I said to Beth last night, that Nicole's gonna have to find that out on her own when it happens, and at some point I hope at some point she's gonna give up and realize, you know, I mean, she's a young girl still, and she's got plenty of life left. It's not like she's like, you know, 65 and this is her last shot at love. She's like only 25 years old, so
really,
I wish she would just find somebody. And she says that she swears up and down that Azan loves her, that he's great for her, that you know, I don't know.
But we haven't seen him at all this season, and he canceled the trip. I'd like to know what the family emergency was.
Yeah, I don't. It's probably the same family emergency that's happening at Sumit's house with his parents.
Yeah,
There's some shit going on. What about who else we got? Because tonight's episode was so short.
Chantel, I give her credit for going there to see Pedro. When you want your marriage, you will do everything in your power to try to make it work and fix things.
No, I agree. Well, no, all right. Let me hobble back. He went to Korea. Azan went to Korea, South Korea, to meet Nicole, and then then allegedly he got sent back. I asked Nicole about it when we were live, and she I don't think she knew why. I don't remember. And then he canceled the Granada trip. Everyone's saying that Chantel was rude to Pedro's mom last
But
night.
his mom was rude too. Did you hear? She said she would smack everyone. Would you sit there and take that?
Yeah, me and Beth had a disagreement. You're more on my side about this one. Me and Beth disagreed about this one last night because I thought, Chantel was also going into the lion's den. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was on enemy turf.
That was like me going in when I went to Florida, going in to see Muhammad, and Maria was there. I was going into the lion's den.
So
what are you gonna do?
You're going there, and like your defenses are already up. You're already guarded. You don't know what's gonna get thrown at you. And so I mean, the translator was there. That was stupid in my book, but I don't know. I thought Chantel handled herself well, better than I would have.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't casting. She goes, listen, it's not Pedro's fault. It's not my family's fault. It's everybody's fault, which I thought was like an adult. Yeah. Pedro's mom wanted her to take full
responsibility, yeah. And it was everyone's fault.
I mean, that dinner was just a mess.
Yeah.
It seems like Chantel's been in Ecuador for a long time. I don't know if she's still there and she just keeps posting pictures about it, but like it seems like she's been there for weeks.
I know.
I mean, she could very well be home and just making it seem like she's still there, but
that's the only couple that can keep their storyline from anyone knowing what's going on.
They are really gifted at it.
I give them credit. They are point on with keeping it quiet.
No, they should get like a bonus for not breaking your DNA from CLC, because they really are like good at keeping that shit on lockdown. But I don't know. I just don't like. It seems to me the whole time that they were there, like Pedro's partying with the women and with his sister, who is his sister. I don't know. I don't know if that's his sister. I don't know. She's mad that he's coming. They're going out. He's grinding up on girls. Nobody wants Chantel there. Everybody fucking hates her. He's saying he's going to stay there for a month, 2 months. He doesn't know. Then open up a business. I don't care. What Chantel, what are you supposed to make of that if that's your husband? Just living it up, like he's single again.
I'd be a little pissed off.
I would have grabbed Pedro. If that was Cody, I would have went there and drug him by his ankles back home. And enough good times for you. That's. Yep. But that's just me. But I don't think I probably wouldn't have let him leave in the first place. But I guess he wanted to see his family. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like everything's being really blown out of proportion because of their spinoff, and they're just trying to make a whole lot of story for however many however many episodes they need.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anything else about Happily since Elizabeth?
I wanted to start crying when Pao was crying last night.
Oh, that was sad.
Yeah, that was hard.
Yeah, I didn't want to talk about that because that's just a total downer. What about how do you feel about Andrei?
Someone needs to smack him.
Like,
Someone needs to teach him a lesson. You don't talk to a lady like that or pull her phone away.
does anyone think he gets handsy with Libby? Like he smacks her around a little bit? I do. I'm sorry. I see it. Like, I don't know, the way he snatched that phone out of her hand.
I know. I was shocked.
And they were in the car. It wasn't like they only had like the car cams on them. You know, like I don't know how Libby held it together so well when he grabbed the phone out of her hand, because like if it was me, I would have taken the steering wheel and smashed that shit into a fucking. You're gonna take the phone out of my hand? Oh no, I would grab the wheel. I was driving it and jerked it and taken it back. But that's
right.
Well, it would have been a better scene too. But you know,
there for a minute I thought he was gonna throw the phone out the window.
I didn't think he was gonna give it back at all. And her talking like if they didn't work out living in the free house, that all Andrei had to do was mow the lawn and say thank you to the father like every once in a while. What logic in Libby's head does she have thinking that Andrei would be a good employee for the father when the dad's literally going to be his boss, telling him what to do on a daily basis?
I don't think she had no logic.
Like, does anyone see that working out?
I don't see it working out. I would see him walking off the job and telling her dad F you.
And like, so I'm confused. Did they actually pay for his trucking school? Is that done with? Did he go to trucking school and it's over with?
I don't know if he actually did or not.
Like, I'm trying to figure out if you know, he's just sitting there.
Trucking school's like a couple $1,000s.
I don't want to say with his trucking school diploma or like his certification or whatever. And is he still not working? And I don't, like, you know, Libby comes home from work and she's like, oh, I'm pregnant and I don't think I want to work anymore, which is fine because she's, you know, she's the breadwinner and providing everything. And Andrei's just sitting there drinking the beer on the laptop. Like, oh, okay, well, you have to work because I don't think he's ever going to respect her dad. I don't think he's ever going to respect any of her family.
No, because he's always complaining about him. One thing that she can really do.
Oh, wait, somebody said that he did complete trucking school and he did one trip.
One trip?
But why do you want to be a trucker? Like, you're away for like a long-ass time. You have a newborn baby. Well, not at that time, but a baby on the way and a new wife. And you're going to hit the road. And, I mean, truckers are like home like maybe like a few days a month.
Once a month.
Yeah.
Unless you can get a local gig. My dad was a truck driver for 20-some years, and he drove over the road until like his last 2 years, and then he got a local job. And then he was home every night.
He said he was only going to make $760 a week trucking, and it wasn't enough. Well, it's better than the 0.0000 he's making a week.
Yeah. If you need money, anything's better than nothing.
Boy, Andrei really has his standards, doesn't he? Oh. Psychic Beatrice Kingston's giving away free psychic readings if anybody's interested. Good job, happily pays big. John just said. Don't terrorize me with your job requirements. Oh man, don't terrorize me with your questions. Anything else we got? Let's see.
Someone's asking if I'm dating. Yes, I am dating someone, people. But you will not see a picture of him or anything posted about him because I like that part of my life private now.
Thank you, Beatrice. He's waiting for a management position. Let's see. I'm just reading the comments real quick. Andrei is a good-looking guy. I've always said that. But he's got 0.000 personality. All right, so we talked about everybody on the other way. We did Pedro, we did Nicole, we did Andrei. Who's left? Ashley and Jay. Ashley and Jay?
She needs to kick him to the curb. Once a cheater is always a cheater.
Well, I think she has, but I know I'm going to get a whole lot of heat for talking about her. So let's just gloss over her real quick and move on to the next one. Who else is left? Libby, Pow, Ashley. I can't think.
Nicole and Chantel.
I think everybody. I think we nailed everybody.
Yeah.
No, I know we're forgetting somebody. Fuck, somebody. No, we did Pedro. Colt and Larissa. There we go. Okay, good. We'll end it with Colt and Larissa. What do you think about? How do you think Debbie's acting this season compared to last?
She's still being Debbie. She needs to get her own life. She needs her own place, or Colt will never get married.
But
who wants to live with their mother-in-law?
And Larissa said it last night. I know I'm kind of repeating stuff that I said last night, but Larissa said that it was just a temporary thing that Debbie was going to be there, and we know that Debbie never had any intention on ever moving out or leaving Colt.
No.
Not 1 second.
No.
So I think, and a lot of people were last season, I remember, because I was always in Larissa's corner, were like, oh, Debbie's great, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of people are turning or changing their tunes on her. They're seeing, because, and Colt lets Debbie get away with murder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He don't say stuff to Debbie like he does Larissa.
John would live with Debbie. Is that what you're saying, John? Last night, Debbie was like, oh my God, Larissa, Virginia Slims on Pillow Talk. Oh my God, who the hell smokes Virginia Slims anymore? Do they still even make those? Those are those, remember those cigarettes Moors? They were brown, long. My Aunt Joanne used to smoke them. Those long ass brown cigarettes from the 80s. That's what made me think when you said Virginia Slims. And now I forgot where I was going because I got thrown up with the Virginia Slim reference. Do we think Colt has sex with Debbie? Yeah, no, God.
I don't want to even think about that.
But there's, Debbie's seen all his people send Debbie the pics that were, I don't know. They have a very weird, close relationship.
I don't even have that kind of relationship with any of my kids. I mean, that's just creepy.
Could you imagine seeing your son's videos floating around?
Oh my God, no. No.
Well, let me ask you this question. If would you beat the shit out of him if he was, you're a mom and you have a son, would you beat the shit out of Corey if he was kind of pulling the crap that Colt was pulling with the videos and all that?
Yes, stuff? I would, because it's not right. It's not. You're married. Why would you go and do that kind of stuff? No.
I mean, I don't know. And the way I don't know. I feel like Larissa was doomed from jump.
Yeah, that she was doomed from the time she landed until she left.
And John would live. Hey, you know what, John Walters? You should tell Colt that. Maybe you can. I was gonna say maybe have Debbie fly out to England. No, then she'd be too far away from Colt. She wouldn't have that. She'd have to be mad close to Colt. So you'd have to fly. You'd have to live in Vegas, which is close to New Mexico. So you'd still be close to.
Where's Beth working at? She has to get up at 3 a.m. for work.
Beth has 35 jobs. She's always on the run. I mean, I feel sorry for Debbie in a sense too, because Colt really is all that she has, right? You know, that's it. So that's all the family that Debbie has. So I feel bad for Debbie in that regard. But couldn't she get, even if they had a mother-daughter house, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or, or she could rent the basement next door. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was...
Or get one of those, they have those granny pods now. Or parent pods. Colt could get one of them and put her out in the backyard.
Yeah, Yeah, like, or like make like a cute little cottage out of like the garage. I don't know. I just, Larissa, Debbie was like, oh, first Larissa wanted me to move the food processor, and now she wants me to move the slot machine, which she never uses.
Yeah, I mean, why do you want to keep that when you never use it?
And maybe Larissa
put it out in the garage.
Maybe Larissa was being catty about the slot machine because it's, obviously the slot machine means something to Debbie, but can't Debbie put the slot machine in her room next to the samurai swords that she has?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think somebody said in one of the comments that Debbie's husband gave her the slot machine, so I could see that being sentimental to her and why she'd want to keep it in the house.
Yeah.
But can't she put it in a room? I mean, not like it fucking matters now. We all know how that ended up. I mean, Debbie don't have to worry about moving the slot machine no more.
Yep.
She could play that fucking slot all day long. I don't know. I do feel bad for her. Like, I don't, but I never. The three of them in that house was never gonna work.
Nope. Never. It never works when a parent's living there.
And I hope whoever Colt's dating now, I guess whoever Colt's dating now knows about how it's gonna be. So, Yeah,
I think he's gonna have a hard time dating. Only way he's gonna find someone is if they want 15 minutes of fame. Then he'll probably get someone to date you.
Well, if somebody wants to date Colt, all they have to do is just be nice to Debbie, and Debbie will love them, and then she'll make them steaks and apples, and they'll all be happy. Ashley and Jay. Well, I don't like talking about Ashley because, I'm in a weird position because, I'm friends with her, and I don't like shoving her down anyone's throat because, of everything that happened in the past. And I don't want people to feel like I'm trying to make people believe anything, Yeah. So that's why I don't really like talking about Ashley and Jay. But I can tell you that, she is fucking over him, like Cody, right? Back me up on this.
Yes.
And Jay's a super cunt. Talk about what a cunt Jay is. And I know it's super hard being in this, because Jay's still in this, they're in the same fucking tent. What about Poochie and her scarf? Poochie had that fucking scarf, whoa, okay. Poochie, here, hold on, let me show you what Poochie's scarf is like, in case you guys didn't watch the episode last night. But Poochie, was like this during it, hi, I'm Poochie, and I'm in Mechanicsburg. Hi, I'm Poochie. I'm the Poochster. And, I'm in Mechanicsburg, and it must be super fucking cold here because the scarf is hi, I'm Poochie. That. Hi, I'm Poochie. It's super nice here. God damn, that's fucking hot. But, it's hard because they're both in the same town still, and they see each other. It's, Mechanicsburg isn't a thriving metropolis. It's a whole fucking one. It's a town. It's a little tiny show. It's a little tiny town. So they see each other. There's, so when you're trying to separate yourself from somebody, and you constantly are running past them in the same two-town street, it's hard.
Yeah.
Nancy posted about getting a labia lift today. Oh my God. Fernanda is getting a labia lift? What are with these girls who get all this work done? Isn't she she just turned 21? All this work, you need a labia lift at 21?
She's worn out. I don't know.
Thank you, Beatrice. I don't get aren't isn't your body still forming at that age? Wouldn't you want to wait a little bit?
Why would she need one? She hasn't had kids yet.
I mean, I'm just taking whoever said that. I don't know if she said it or not, but it just bothers me. I don't know why it does, but she's a pretty girl. I don't know why you need all this work done at such an early age. Maybe I'm like an old-fashioned fuck now because I'm 40 and like, you know, when I was 21 and 22, people didn't get fillers and, you know, lips and Botox. Like, you know, you had the face you had, you know, and like, I mean, if you wanted, you went to the MAC counter and had the MAC girls work on your makeup if you wanted to look good for the night. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm getting old and just curmudgeon-y now. I don't think anybody under the age of like 30 should be doing work. And even 30 is still young to me. Like I see plastics, like cosmetic work done like my age. Like you get your like a little facelift, you get your eyes done, like, you know, little refreshers because like you're old now and you want to like look young again. But they're already fucking young. They're young already. Why do you have to look young when you're young already? Like, I don't get it. You're 21. What are you trying to look like? 14? 8?
Yeah.
I don't get it. Yeah, those MAC girls at the MAC counter know what they're fucking doing. Even the MAC guys. You go to the MAC counter, you get one of them guys. They beat you. They beat your face good. They in those black aprons. They don't fuck around at that MAC counter.
Someone asked if we had hair and makeup for the show. The only time they provide hair and makeup is for the tell-alls or lives.
So that's that. You think Pedro's family is brainwashing him? I don't know. John, you should totally get some work done. I could point you, and John said that his ball's getting lowered and that he might need some work. I could send you to a whole bunch of different estheticians or plastic surgeons, whatever you need. You let me know. We'll get that going, and then you could be spread eagle on your story with your legs in the stirrups, you know, and they could do it live, and they'll just give you like a
if
ball
someone
lift.
wants a haircut, I got a licensed cosmetologist in my house.
Hey, if anyone's in Sandusky or it's the neighboring the greater Sandusky area, go to Danielle's. Will you give him a good rate?
Yeah, Kylie will give him a good rate.
Somebody just asked you, how do you like Laura? I think you like Laura, right, Danielle?
Yeah, I like Laura.
Chantel's family is whack too. No, they're both whack.
I don't know who's worse, Pedro's family or Chantel's. I think they're about equal right now.
I think they're both just hamming it up for the spinoff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I keep thinking about John in the stirrups now, with his trying to get like his ball lift. Now you kind of got to do it, John.
John knows how to work it.
I mean, if Larissa can get her like anus bleach, I'm sure John can get a ball lift or a ball sag. I don't know what you want to do with it. I mean, Laura had to catfish her own husband. She's crafty. I'll give her that.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Well, I did that one time.
With who? Muhammad?
Yeah. When I came back from Qatar, I had made an account. Well, my friend helped make me an account, and she was talking to him to see if he would bite. He didn't bite. He said he had a fiance.
Oh, see? Muhammad played it smart. So you got a video chat first, and then just to know.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a beer in a hot tub with Colt and George than watch the season of Happily. I'd rather have a beer in a hot tub with Colt. Oh, that's a statement.
John Walters. I think he needs to become a comedian.
I wonder how George is doing. I wonder if he's like all like ripped and shit because he's been in prison for so long. Like if
He might be.
If he's like in the yard, like lifting weights, you know?
He's gay now.
Hey, right?
He's gay now.
Like he's got like maybe like 4 teardrops on each eye.
He'll be on Pornhub soon.
Oh man. Thank you, Erica. I know I totally just like blocked that person because I'm like, you're on my live, but you're asking who I am. I'm sorry you had amnesia in the 20 seconds between the time you got here. Andrei has a pride and an ego. I've never seen Anfisa. Danielle's seen Anfisa.
Yeah, but she's been she's gonna be competing in a contest.
I hope so, because I hope she wins the shit out of it, because I don't know how many more poses I can take of her doing like that pose.
Right?
Like, all she ever does is that, and she looks incredible and good for her, and she works out like crazy, but like I don't know how much longer I can take that goddamn pose. It's that same fucking pose with that same smile every time, and like I don't know, like just win the fucking thing and get it, so I don't have to see that pose anymore.
Someone asked if I mainly date Eastern men. Was it?
Eastern?
Yeah, Eastern.
Like Middle Eastern?
I've only dated one, and that was Muhammad, people.
Oh my god, I should do that for my next cameo. Anfisa. No, I gotta stop doing the ones. They said Middle Eastern. I don't think I could pose like that. She's got that shit on lock.
I've only dated one Middle Eastern man, and that was Muhammad.
One and done. That's what Teresa agreed us. I was thinking that too. But like Teresa was a lot more toned, it seems. Like I don't know if it's the same thing. I was wondering if that was the same thing. If you guys watch Real Housewives in New Jersey, Teresa did like a bodybuilding contest, and I that was what I was talking about.
Hi, Ashley Hunt. Hi.
I would not look good in the Borat swimsuit. Just saying. Do you still have your evidence binder, Danielle?
Believe it or not, I do. In case I ever get questioned or called in for an interview for immigration.
Someone had told me, and I forget who, but you should make a book out of that.
Yeah, I want to, but I can't. I need someone to help me ghostwrite. Write it.
I mean,
because I don't got time to.
Even if you just like printed like what you had in there, like just, and not even wrote anything and said like, here's this and here's that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd buy it. All right. Anything else before? Because we've almost been on for an hour, so I know the timer's going to come soon. Anything else before we get off? Oh, hey, Courtney. Well, Muhammad got to stay in the U.S. because you guys got divorced, right? I mean,
I heard from someone he's still waiting for the 10-year green card.
But he's not in the same position that like Larissa or Fernanda are in, right? That he's like, because you guys actually were.
We got divorced and we were married over 2 years, so he has a chance of still staying, but it's not final yet because he's still waiting for the 10-year card.
Okay.
Because that application is backlogged. Well, a lot of immigration stuff is backlogged.
Someone just said, Danielle, why didn't you warn Nicole? You and Nicole talked a lot quite often.
I did warn Nicole in the very beginner. I had advised her to go over more than once.
Well, I mean, she did. I mean, she's been there a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised, like, TLC, like, filmed just her solo this whole season.
I know.
Like, when there's, like, other couples, like, that could have been on it.
Yeah.
I just think that's weird, unless they thought something else was going to happen.
Yeah.
They were already locked into Nicole, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you do anything on your end to stop his visa? No, right?
No, because once we got divorced, he had to file on his own. I've done everything that I can. I tried for annulment, but the annulment, I ended up converting to the divorce because Muhammad did not have a lawyer, and it would have cost me thousands and thousands of dollars to fight him to get the annulment.
The spin-offs of Family Chantel. Sorry, someone asked me that twice.
Okay. And then once we got divorced, he had to file on his own to get the 10-year green card. And he has to prove that our marriage was legal.
So that's why.
Yeah.
Maybe he will commit a crime and get deported. I don't know. And now, is he in Chicago now?
Yeah, he's in Chicago.
He likes to move around, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Um,
I could not cancel the affidavits of support because Muhammad had already had his 2-year green card. And that's the difference between Molly, Jonathan, and Colt. Their significant others did not have the 2-year green card where Muhammad had the 2-year green card. So I can't stop it. Where they were just beginning the process for the 2-year green card.
so Molly's not on the hook for Luis? I thought she was.
No, because he did not, at the time when they showed her last, they had begun the process, but then they got divorced, so their process wasn't done for the 2-year green card.
It's not because he married somebody else, right? Because
No.
if Muhammad,
It's because they didn't have no interview for his 2-year green card. So he would have had to file on his own to be able to stay here.
Now if Muhammad married somebody like tomorrow, you'd still be on the hook for him, not his new wife, right?
Yeah, I'd still be on the hook.
That's shitty. Is 90 Day Fiance fake, Danielle?
You guys, it is not fake. Okay? Everything that's coming out of our mouth is what we say. They give us a prompt on a topic to discuss, or, well, the only thing that we have had to reenact the scene, because like the scene where I lost my job, that had happened when the show was away, and when they came back, we had to reenact that. So that's why the emotions weren't there when I lost my job, because the emotions had happened a week before that.
Right. Somebody just said, "Oh my God, would she have gone through all this if it was fake?" That's another good point. We're serious.
You don't know nothing. People, okay, they come one time a month for 3 or 4 months, okay? And they film anywhere from 1 to 7 days, 12 hours a day. So, how much are you really getting of the whole story? We can film like 3 scenes in that 12-hour day.
Plus, like when it comes down to like the episode, you're only on for like what? Maybe like, because there's 6 couples split across 2 hours. So what do you get? Like maybe like 20 minutes of airtime each.
Yeah.
So, you know. What season are we on? I need to watch. Well, we were talking about The Other Way, but it was a quick episode, and there wasn't much to say, so we kind of dipped back into Happily. Season 7 of 90 Day Fiance is going to be this year, and then what season of Happily is this? 4?
Yeah. And
then it'll be the 3rd season of Before.
Mm-hmm.
And we're on the 1st season of The Other Way, and then that spinoff that I was mentioning was going to be The Family Chantel, which that'll be the first and hopefully last season, because I don't know, and that'll be starting in July, on July 15th, I think, and that's just about Pedro's family and Chantel's family, most likely fighting.
People
like
keep asking if I'm dating. People, I am dating. I've answered this question how many times? This question is like the name question.
I was just going to say, not one person asked why you had Muhammad's last name when you brought it up anyways.
I am dating. Just because you don't see pictures or anything, or me posting about him, does not mean he does not exist. That part of my life I keep quiet because he is a very private person, and he has seen some of the shit that I have to deal with on social media, and people calling my jobs or my kids and stuff like that. So he wants no part of it. He don't want no one harassing him at work or his house or his personal phone. So that's why I keep it private.
Yeah, I don't blame you, especially after what the hell we've been through too. And we're on a goddamn show, so I get it.
I enjoy that part of my life quiet because I can go see him without anyone knowing that I'm there seeing him. I mean, yeah, we've been seen out, and I have friends that know why I'm there. But other than that, the whole world don't know I'm there seeing him.
Okay, and everyone who's asking, I have not watched Smothered. Yes, Colt and Debbie should be on that show. Although I did watch like 5 minutes of it last night, and like the mother and daughter who shared the same bathwater.
I know.
Have you seen it? Did you watch it, Danielle?
No, but I was told about it. The person I'm dating watched it, and he brought it up to me this morning. He said that's a little gross to be using the same bathwater.
Like, I'm not a bath person, like, because like I think baths skeeve me because you're sitting in like your own pool of filth for like a half hour, or like you women take long ass fucking baths, like you're in it for hours. I'm a shower guy. I like to like a hot skating shower to wipe all the dirt off, and like that's it. So I don't like sitting in a tub of your own filth for like an extended period of time. But like to get out and then like share, like what are you in, like Guatemala or like some?
Yeah.
Like you have to conserve.
Someone wants to see my finger tattoo. It's a cross.
Oh man, but like no, that's about all I saw of that show. And between 90 Day Fiance and all these goddamn spinoffs and Housewives, I don't have time to watch anything else. So, I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Yeah, you're supposed to shower before a bath, but like, I don't know. Listen, I know that everyone loves taking baths. I'm not a bath person. Never was, never will be. Nope. So whatever. All right. All right. Now the timer starts. So Danielle, do you have anything else to say before we get off, because it's gonna cut out?
No, just I can't wait for next week to watch The Other Way.
I know. Hopefully, we'll see Devin finally.
Yeah.
And see what's going on with her. And you look great, Danielle. Everyone's saying that. I want to say that. And
that's because I am working with a online fitness coach, and he gives me exercises, and he.
Uh-oh. Did we lose her? Oh. Okay. We were right. You there? Danielle?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. We're going to go because we're going to...
I'm here.
No. But the timer's going to cut us off anyways because we've been on for an hour. So, all right. So then we'll see everybody next week, right?
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.